if people spend time giving you feedback, you want to spend time thinking about how to incorporate their feedback and taking their ideas seriously. This is what we'll talk about in this video. Please listen and consider what your respondents have said. If you think that you know more than everybody else about your project, then that's not really the right approach to workshopping writing and getting feedback. What you want to think is that you might have spent more time working on your project, but that they as readers have important ideas and insights to provide for you to make it stronger. So please listen to what people are saying and consider it. You can make the choice, though. You are the ultimate author of your project, so you can choose to reject or modify or take part of some of the feedback you've gotten, or you can choose to incorporate it just as someone has said. You can always make the choice. So remember, you don't have to feel kind of defensive or hostile to feedback because you can choose what you want to do with it. If possible, ask questions, ask follow-up questions. So if someone has made a suggestion to you and you have then attended to it, if you can follow up and say, is this what you had in mind? That's great. Or if somebody has said something that's a little confusing for you, go ahead and ask a follow-up question to say, do you mean this, or are you looking for this? It's often helpful if you can have a conversation with your responder. When needed, rephrase the feedback either so you better understand it or so that it's more palatable for you. If someone says something that is hurtful in feedback to you, like your writing is wordy, like even though I say it, I'm not sure I want someone else to say it because it doesn't sound that nice, right? So in my head, I might actually revise that feedback to sound like, well, I think sometimes your paragraphs are too long, or this sentence is really concise and strong. You might want to look at your other sentences to see if you can make them concise like that sentence. So you can rephrase feedback to be most helpful for you. And when possible, I find it very helpful to take a break between reading or hearing someone's feedback and when you're actually doing the revising. Sometimes that distance of 24 hours or 36 hours or 2 days is really helpful to kind of synthesize the feedback that you got. I'm not sure you'd want to wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks because that might be too much distance between the feedback you've gotten, but a little bit of distance does help. Please work hard at incorporating others' feedback into your writing, even if it means that you have considered and decided against incorporating a particular kind of feedback.